Happy Friday. Yesterday, the moon transitioned into the sign of Libra, who is all about relating, harmonizing, bringing beauty, and bringing balance into our world. And as we move through this grander Taurus lunar cycle, where we're working on grounding in the things that are important to us, starting to figure out how we can build the resources to be able to work sustainably and to bring all those dreams into fruition. When we move into the sign of Libra, we're looking at who can we partner with, who can we be in relationship with, and also how can we show up in our relationships, regardless of whether or not we share the same beliefs and values, so that we are encouraging one another, working with a level of reciprocity, working with fairness, and learning how to support each other's mutual growth. And so this week, really it's the first quarter phase as we build up to the full moon, which will be occurring early next week. The moon is getting brighter and brighter in the sky. It's revealing more and more to us. And this whole week has really been about building awareness as to how we can improve upon the way that we are expressing ourselves in our lives, in our worlds, so that we can truly show up in our own authentic self about what it is that we want, right? And be admired and be respected by other people for our beliefs and for the values that we're starting to integrate into our world. And as we move through this week, like midway through this week, we were really being critical. We were looking at how can we organize our time and our money and our energy and our emotions in order to pull all of our resources together for ourselves and our own best interest so that we're able to then create the things that we want and show up in the way that we interact with other people, how for our responsibilities, for our obligations, how are we showing up on a day-to-day basis where we're using our resources to be of service to other people, but we're also taking care of ourselves, and that's our mental health and our physical health, as well as our creative health and the things that we want to dream into being and take care of into being. And so now that we're in the sign of Libra, right before we reach that full moon in Scorpio, which will be a fairly intense full moon, as Scorpio is really all about like heavy emotions and transforming any fears and anxieties we have, our needs for control, hanging on to things. When we're in the sign of Libra, we're really looking at finding that balance and partnering with the right people and showing up for ourselves, especially this week, in making sure that the relationships that we're engaged in are giving us that reciprocity and that fairness back. So I hope that we can sit with that over the weekend. I hope that as you're moving into the heavier feelings that will come up next week, that you're able to be reflective and stand up for yourself and the things that you're trying to ground in during this cycle specifically and at this stage of your life, so that you're partnering with the right people and that you're able to be there for others in their own growth. And that's it. Happy Friday. I hope it's a great day, and we'll touch base next time. Bye.